Cham's gonna get revenge for his fallen teammate.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. With the Exxon boys.
Where are you? Number 7. Okay. And here we are in our first semi-final on Romanticide LE. Our blue Zerg player going to get revenge for his fallen teammate. Playing for Team Exxon. It is Cham.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the American Protoss player, the orange Protoss, representing Team Alpha X. It is Astrea.
Astrea.
Astrea. Look, I noticed I said it weird, okay?
You really like enunciated the ass. I was just like, all right, yeah.
Look, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Let's...
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. It's just, confirming what you said.
Look, it's
Astrea.
My bias is showing, mate. Not gonna lie, all right. My Zerg and Latin American heart is cheering for Cham right now.
Oh, of course.
What about you? What are you feeling?
Honestly, like you said before, Astrea is probably like the better player, but Cham is pretty cheeky. All the Battle of Americas, we've casted him in, whenever there's a ZVP, he always pulls something out.
He does. We'll see what he decides to whip out here on Romanticide. I believe we saw him on Romanticide against T-Bull, and this was one of the maps where, if you recall, he went for the Queen drop, and it got shut down in the center of the map.
Yes, it did.
Oof. But again, a lot of that is kind of dependent on what Astrea does and whether or not Astrea goes for a Stargate.
That's not a Stargate.
That's not a Stargate?
That's no moon.
Oh boy, okay. And the last time this happened, Cham's scout was denied, so he was unaware of, or he was in the dark for the longest time. This time, it looks like his Overlord should make it, possibly. The Stalker's being cornered out there.
Oh, but the Robo does get dropped right in front of the Overlord. So I feel like that should cue him on something.
Yeah.
Does see the Twilight Council as well, so.
Beautiful. Right. Beautifully done. So he's aware. Oh! Wow. So,
I mean, Cham's usually prepared for this, right? Like, he always gets the spore and all that.
I think what's important is that, like, we've seen Cham, this is his go-to opener. Despite, like, what he scouts, whether it's a Stargate, whether it's a Twilight Council, he goes for this fast lair. And I feel like this is part of the reason why. Like, it feels like a catch-all sort of thing. Because he gets a fast lair, it does mean that he will have the ability to throw out an Observer or an Overseer.
Still no speed from Cham. Saving that gas up. Probably gonna get Roach speed. I'm assuming so. And he's not gonna go for the 4 Queen drop. Like, that's for like Void Rays and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got an Overseer already, or morphing to Overseer, so that he's already safe. I don't know. Maybe like I would at least put like a spore maybe at like the main, because Overseer can't be able to be everywhere at once. So
yeah. I mean, again, bearing in mind that Cham is not aware that DTs are on the way. Only just now is the War Prism coming in, and the Overseer is a little bit slow. So we'll see how much damage he can get done.
He knows.
It just swipes his lair a little bit. Oh, the Queens.
Yo.
Just barely the War Prism is able to get down here to the low ground. That's the problem with this like triangular third base, is that you can go from the main straight into that third. They just get pushed away.
Oh, in an Archon.
Oh my god.
Very, very old school. Oh, hello.
And it is very old school. Like, we used to see like DTs into Archon drop so commonly, maybe a year, 2 years ago.
Good save on that Overlord. So, I mean, this DT drop didn't really do much. Got like what, like 2 drones, you know, a little bit of damage on a hatchery, right? Nothing too crazy. This Archon drop is being, you know, pushed back. I'm sure Cham has faced it hundreds and hundreds of times before, so knows what to do. I'm just worried how Astrea's gonna handle this Spire. Don't believe he saw it. Doesn't really know about it.
Yeah,
so.
Like, he hasn't gone into the main base at all since the initial DTs. He's unaware of that Spire, and what does he really have to be able to defend against it? Like, he does have the opportunity to get like defensive Archons, and that'll help. But he doesn't have Blink. Like, he's working towards charge lots. Like, there's a lot of opportunity here for Mutas.
Imagine it's not Mutas, it's Corruptors, it's and everything.
Cham would do that. He would do something like that.
I really like how Cham is defending this, though. He's like making sure that Astrea can't have a path that will go into the main, right? He's spreading his units like so like, you know, there's it's always pushing the War Prism away from the main. And the only time that, like, you know, Astrea finally sees a Spire is with this hallucinating Phoenix, where it has, you know, no risk of, you know, getting killed or whatnot. And now he's getting worried. Like, he has a couple photon cannons, you know, in this third natural.
Yeah, it was.
Had to recall the Archons back as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was really cool, his response. As soon as he saw the Spire, he immediately started the cannons and he recalled the War Prism. So he does have as much anti-air as possible at home that he had available to him, and so far he's been able to push away the Mutas.
Yeah, that's pretty good. War Prism with the Archons doing great mobility for the Archons. And these Mutas are kind of just stuck now.
Yeah, it looks like they just barely slip into the main base, looking to do some more damage. As all this is happening, Cham is getting ready to push into the natural.
Yo, can he just break the front door? He could just break the front door, right?
Ooh, can he? There's only one Immortal here, but there are plenty of force fields.
Oh, there's a lot of links. They don't have speed, Light. I forgot. He didn't get speed.
Oh, God.
One of the Archons did go down. The second Archon went down. The Immortals are being juggled, but they're going to get hit by Biles. A lot of Biles. Activated all their hardened shield.
Yeah.
The Mutas are coming in, trying to pick off that War Prism. These Immortals are so low. One goes down. But Astrea's got a ton of Stalkers.
Yeah.
He defended. Didn't lose, you know, too much.
Yeah, like Cham, he fought decently well, but in the end, like as you said, there was just way too much there to defend. It didn't even matter that Astrea was taking Biles to the face and almost lost all his Immortals. Like, he still had plenty of Stalkers.
I think he just got link speed at that fight.
Oh boy. And yeah, I mean, Cham, he wasn't unable to deal any economic damage whatsoever, and as a result, like, Cham, he's down in workers. Like, he cut worker production to make this push happen. To be fair, he's not done, he's not out of it. Like, he still has a decent army. He does at least force a cancel here.
I'm not gonna lie, this Ravager army is kind of scary.
Is it?
I was gonna say, like, if it was like on flat ground without force field, it's scary. But I just saw the force field, and I was just like, never mind, it's not scary.
Yeah. Like, he just can't push up a ramp. It doesn't help that, again, a lot of the roaches were shaved off as well, so there isn't that much buffer for the Ravagers. We'll see as, oh my god, Astrea's double expanding.
One of them does have to get canceled though. Can't protect it. Maybe both of them are gonna get canceled.
Oh yeah. Oh, kill.
Oh, didn't even cancel that. Got killed.
Yo, and these
Yo, is this a mistake?
He's being baited. He got baited. He's getting surrounded.
No. Not as many stalkers as they hoped, but you know, it's flat ground now, like
yeah,
he's kind of even.
He's fighting really well. As soon as Astrea gets up to that high ground on the ramp, Cham backs off, so he was able to fight incredibly well there. Oh,
that's unfortunate.
If it wasn't for these DTs, like Cham would be in a pretty good position, but oh god, he skimped out on the spores.
Down 20 workers, like it's not great.
It's not good. It's not good whatsoever.
He's committed. He's committing.
Yeah,
Cham wants a fight.
And Cham is not droning up. He's still making nothing but units. He does force a cancel to the north. The problem is that eventually Astrea is going to get one of these bases up and running. And as time goes on, like his army is getting a little bit more sophisticated now with disruptors being mixed in.
Yep. With the more bases that Astrea gets, like whenever the trades happen, Astrea will have the money and Cham won't. Cham's like sub 100, like everything right now, and Astrea's like above 500. You know, resources for everything, and armies clash, and Astrea will just have money to pump out more units.
Yeah,
Cham is gonna be struggling.
Cham is essentially all in at this point. Like he can sacrifice his space for all he cares. Like he has to try and like find the perfect engagement here. In a couple of seconds, Bane's speed is going to finish up, and that's a lot of Banes.
Oh, that's a lot of Banes.
Oh god. Oh, but he's going in without it.
Is he gonna have the force fields? Force fields are pretty decent. The Banelings are connecting.
Oh no!
Oh! That disruptor hit a lot, but these Banelings, like, they're going for those disruptors.
Oh, that they
not
are
connecting, but they're hitting the stalkers, maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of.
The Baileys didn't know what they wanted. They just kind of rolled around in a circle, not really getting much of anything.
Oh, so many stalkers, like, it's too many stalkers.
GG.
I think he was trying to like clash the Banelings into the army, like the Witches and Ravagers surrounding, and then he saw the stalkers coming in from the right. He's like, "Oh,
yeah,
I have to go after that."
He was like redirecting his Banelings. He didn't really know what he wanted. First, he wanted the main army, then he wanted to like follow the disruptors, then he wanted to go for the reinforcing stalkers, and in the end, they didn't really get many good connections at all.
No, they just got picked off one at a time.
Yeah. GG. Bit of an explosive game number 1 there for Astrea. He does take the lead in this series.
What's the next map? What's the next map? Show it to us. Jagannath. Oh my.
Interesting. Jagannath is going to be game number 2 here. Ooh, and we'll see what Cham has in store for us. Again, like it seems like
You think this is gonna? I was gonna say, you think this is gonna be double Stargate?
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know if it's 100. It feels like Jagannath is a good map for Stargate play.
85%.
85, 70%, 70%.
70%. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got a second guessing, huh?
I mean, I don't think Astrea is gonna whip out the DTs again. You know, like 2 games in a row.
So one time cheese.
Yeah, one time. Meanwhile, I want Cham to start to like try and dictate the pace of the game. Like it feels like he's been on the back foot a little bit. It's just so difficult to do so.
Yeah, it felt like he was just playing really defensive, right? And then he wanted to put in the aggression, but like if he tried, it just put him in an all-in position, which eventually he got to, right? But it's a new game on Jagannath LE. We have our blue Zerg player playing for Team Exxon. It is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannath LE, we have the, hold on as I, as a reminder everyone to exclamation mark Funada Dastan in the chat. We have in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE. It is the American Protoss player, the orange Protoss, representing Team Alpha X. It is Astrea.
Why are they messing with Yaku when he's not even here?
I don't know. I don't know why Dastan just Funada Yaku. Maybe he thinks you are Yaku. It's
I mean,
God damn it, Dastan. Just because they speak English doesn't mean they're the same person.
we don't even sound alike.
Oh god. Meanwhile, people asking ¿Dónde está Kuro? Kuro, Group 16 Squad Senseki está durmiendo, is asleep right now because, mate, it's like 5 a.m. in Europa. She's not gonna be awake for this. It's not happening.
I mean, yo, low key bet she's probably just on Final Fantasy 14 grind.
Yo, don't knock Final Fantasy 14, all right?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, you're saying she's asleep, but low key, bet she's on Final Fantasy grinding.
What I will say is, if you want to tune into our Final Fantasy streams and VODs, we only ever play on stream. Anything off stream is like crafting or like dailies.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
She's grinding for stuff. She's like, you know, mining, you know, gathering herbs.
Gathering them herbs.
Getting them herbs, you know. It's a Stargate light. You know what that means.
Yeah, boy. All right. So, do you think Cham is going to go for the Queen drops?
Yes.
Is he going to go for the German
that is
taxi?
If the Overlord. That is if the Overlord moves, which is starting to.
It's moving. It's moving.
But will he see the Stargate?
Oh, that is the question. I mean, there's no anti-air. Like, there's no stalker coming out. Like, he's gonna be able to get in there and see everything there is to see. Meanwhile, Astrea is just being a little bit annoying across the map with his initial adept, but there are these lings here to help deal with it. Oh my!
Astrea getting the that's why got the two adepts because getting a Void Ray instead of an Oracle first.
Mm-hmm.
Void Ray to kill off the Overlord, obviously. You think he's just gonna continuously produce Void Rays, or he's gonna follow up with an Oracle?
Oh, that's the question, because there's a lot of opportunity here for Astrea. Like, once you get out with this Void Ray and once you kill this Overlord, you can you know, commit to more Stargate units. You can throw down a second Stargate, or you could even just throw down immediately a Twilight Council and just like switch things up and go for a more ground-based composition.
Yep. Well, I don't know how this changes up Cham's build now, because usually we only saw him do the 4 Queen drop against T-Bull, and T-Bull always went Oracle first, right?
Mm.
So does this actually change for Cham, seeing that it's a Void Ray first?
Well, things are already crazy for Cham, because by now we would see a lair on the way. Every single ZVP we've casted from him, he prioritizes an early lair, and that allows him to get into like a much faster pneumatized carapace and Dropalords. This one is very much so delayed.
Yeah. It's about a minute later than usual from the looks of it, and this Void Ray is gonna potentially get this gas? Yes? No? Maybe? Nah, just kidding.
Ooh.
Spore Crawler's too good. Oracle does fly in, though, gets 2 drones, but does get pushed back. Not committing to the air for Astrea. Changing it up, going into Robo and a Twilight Council.
Oh, exactly. So immediately he's switching into what I imagine is going to be +1 charge lots. And oh my god, Cham is sniffing this out, and we got a Baneling Nest on the way.
Ooh. Yo, Baneling drop?
I don't know about that one. Maybe. It's risky trying to do that when there's a Void Ray out on the map, but I mean...
Yo, look at Cham making drones.
I was about to say, like, this is a completely different Cham. We see...
Who are you?
Like, he's getting the Baneling Nest, and when the lair finished, immediately Hydra Den.
Like, who is this person? Oh, Fire Extractor.
Oh boy. Cham though. He was quick. He was quick on that remake.
He's already on 6 gases too.
Yeah, he is. I'm just really concerned for Cham. I haven't really seen Cham go for a Lingbane Hydra. It can work. It's kind of scary though, because I feel like Astrea wants him to go for that. You know, he's going to charge lots. He's going to be getting into Storm at some point. Like High Templar already on the way.
See, I would have been worried too, but if I played Lingbane Hydra, I kind of prefer going against Storm rather than Robo Colossus, you know? Like that's just me. I feel like you have a better chance going against mass gateway units than going against just like 4 Colossus.
Yeah. I mean, it also comes into play the fact that the metas have changed, and like, you know, eventually Cham would most likely go into lurkers as well, and that'll help out against the composition of Astrea. Meanwhile, once again, utilizing these Archons.
That's cute. Hey, was that War Prism gonna get sniped though? Nah, not quite.
Does sneak out.
Well, yeah. So looks like everything's just settling down. Both players are just macroing, you know, getting all their upgrades and whatnot. Neither player's going for like a huge timing. Charge did finish. +1 is about to be done, but doesn't seem like Astrea's gonna like. I guess he is. I was gonna say like push out heavily, but he's just like in the middle of the map, kind of like prepping himself.
Did you almost say Australia?
No.
Okay. But yeah, now that +1 is done, we do see that Astrea is pushing out with all of these charge lots with a couple of Archons as well. What does Cham have to defend? Does he have enough Banelings ready for all these charge lots?
No, sir.
Oh god.
He's got like 3, 4.
Yeah, he's trying to morph in a couple more.
Oh, get it. Ooh, that was a good hit. Softened a lot of the zealots.
Oh god, but I love this. We do have the stasis swords being thrown down to help support this. Meanwhile, the War Prism is getting into the main base. At the same time, we got some adepts at the 4th.
Oh no. Oh no, like
oh god.
That's a warping.
That's a dead lair. That's what that is. Oh god.
Dead main.
Yeah.
Oh, stasis wars being triggered. A lot of units, good amount of units actually getting caught, but the Banelings weren't caught, so they just crash into the Archons. Archons are pretty softened up. There's no Zealots here. It's just Archons and Sentries, which is hilarious. But did the layer not even go down?
Oh, the lair actually barely managed to survive. It looks like the spawning pool was focused instead. We do see that Cham was able to defend at the cost of 13 drones, but now the momentum is in his favor as he's going across the map.
Oh, force fields. They're doing all right. It's only Zerglings fighting these units right now, and no other units can't get through. The Hydra is doing a pretty good amount of damage. Disruptor shot got shot up, but misses. Banelings are rolling light. Banelings are rolling.
Banelings are rolling on in. Yeah, and there's no more energy for force fields either. The disruptor shot is not off of cooldown, and now the Hydras are starting to slowly push on forward. I said slowly push.
You gonna fight this?
Cham,
you gonna fight this?
You can totally fight that. What? Cham?
I think he's afraid of the disruptor.
Puppy! what's going on? There's no harassment, there's nothing. Cham backs off, but there was a good opportunity there for him to dive on top of the handful of stalkers, the one immortal and the disruptor.
Cham switching it up. He's going for the Spire.
Oh.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Spire on the way, we got the Hive. The problem is that, like, Cham didn't really get to deal much economic damage here. Like, the Nexus managed to stay alive. And throughout all of that, like, he was losing workers. You know, there was that massive warping in the main, there was the big run by over here at the 4th, and now he's just forced to stay at home and defend.
I'm still surprised that the layer didn't die.
Oh, yeah. It feels like
how?
Well, like the zealots that were here, they were on A move. They weren't like target firing. So it's like half of them were attacking the spawning pool, the other half were attacking the lair. If he had right clicked on the lair, like 100% it would have gone down. But Cham lucked out.
Yeah, I guess he did. This is scary. Astrea's got scary army. Okay, that's even scarier.
That's terrifying, mate.
That's terrible.
Ay, ay, ay. I mean, at least Cham isn't stuck on this tech. We do see that he is going for... Oh, he's going straight into Greater Spire.
Yo, he's gonna get them Brood Lords.
My
Still
god.
get Brood Lords nowadays?
I mean, apparently Cham does, because we already have a Corruptors on the way. Vipers as well. He's getting a little bit of everything here.
Oh no. Get that Zealot.
Okay, the Zealot does get cleaned up. The thing is, like, will Cham have enough time to get into those Broodlords, because the Greater Spire isn't anywhere close to being done, and Astrea is already across the map. Dwarfism!
Oh, good catch on the War Prism. Cham's trying to surround this. Like, coming from all angles. Disruptors are being sent out. They're catching a few Hydras. Astrea's cornered in. Pulls the Disruptor that was shooting and gets rid of them. Viper does go down. How many Vipers are left? There are no Vipers, but these Banelings are on top of everything. The Stalkers are being recalled out. Disruptors getting cleaned up. Archons getting cleaned up. That is a huge loss for Astrea. And with that, Cham has the opportunity to push out. Corrupt Greater Spire is finished. The Broodlords are being morphed. Disgusting sight, if I say so myself.
Beautiful sight, mate. What are you talking about? That was an amazing engagement there over the right-hand side of the map. Cham was able to swallow up the army of Astrea. Astrea was able to recall some units, but the important part is that all the Disruptors did go down. And now this was lined up perfectly. After that fight, Greater Spire is done. Broodlords are out.
Astrea doesn't really have an answer for these Broodlords. Like, he's got Stalkers, but
he's got Storm.
It's a one blink, you know, kind of deal, and 2 Storms already gone. You see that?
Mate, 2 Storms are gone. All the High Templar are already dead.
It's just Stalkers here. They're using their blink already, and they gotta cross these Hydras to get to the Broodlords.
Oh god, they're trying their best to get there. GG gets called. Cham, he fights back and he ties it up here in this series 1-1.
This is disgusting. That engagement was disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. It's what Cham needed. You know, Astrea, he backed himself into a corner, literally. I was a little bit worried because Astrea, he had quite a number of Disruptors, but those Viper yoinks were so key there. Like, if those Disruptor shots went off, like, that would have been it for Cham's army.
Yeah, I agree. Those Viper pulls were so good. It stopped one of the Disruptor shots from, you know, exploding or connecting, right? It was about to hit, and then they got pulled, and it canceled the Disruptor shot from, you know, hitting, and I was like, okay, it's over. It was so worth it. You know? Lost the Viper for 2 Disruptor shots, worth it, especially at that point right there. What's the next map? What are they thinking?
We'll see. Oh, as the lobby has just been made, we're just waiting for the link to be posted in the chat to dive on in. Oh,
Death Aura.
Yeah, I like how you knew what it was. That was great.
Yeah, Aura del Morte, man.
Yeah, you're learning.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Also, shout out to we remake. We're on US West. It should be okay.
Astrea's pizza came in.
Yeah, it's pizza all over the place, mate. As we do see, shout out to mate, you got God damn it, Milk.
Inside joke that only the South Americans will look.
Even they don't get it, mate. They're like, what are you on?
Like, only Cham will understand it. Inky will probably get it.
Hold on. Where the broccoli's at? Give me the broccoli's.
Broccoli's? What?
Oh,
you put broccoli on your... Oh, does Astrea have the lobby bug?
It's possible he has a lobby bug.
All right, I'm gonna take this chance to use the restroom then.
Go for it. Go for it. Oh god, I'm being funada right now. Oh god, as Pig is accusing me of broccoli on pizza, mate. Latino America. Oh god, it's so weird, like posting Latin American memes with like people like outside of that scene. Everyone's like, what do you like? Yeah. God damn it. All right, well, we are getting into game number 3 here. I was about to say shout out to Vortex and Dastan, as well as Maximo. I see you all there in the chat. What's up, Zergtroll? I hope you're enjoying the cast. The first time we are here in ESL Open Cup Americas. And of course, we are kicking off with the one, the only. We've seen him many times here on this channel every single week during our weekly events. We are currently tied up 1-1. It is the Mexican Zerg player representing Team Exxon. It is Cham. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death Order LE, we have the American Protoss player, the Orange Protoss, representing Team Alpha X. It is Astrea. I did the intros.
Yeah, thank you. I last thing I saw was Pig yelling at you about putting broccoli on pizza. I was like, what? Like he literally he's like, what the hell, boy?
I spammed the broccolis and everyone was like, what? Lost their goddamn minds.
Oh, so funny. I was like, what? I need a pee. I need to just go. Like, I'll figure it out later. It's okay. That was funny.
Oh my god, I was being exposed there by the foreign casters. Jesus.
No hatchery. No blocking of the hatchery from Astrea. Really? Later scout.
Yeah. Interesting. It is a much later scout, and as a result, Cham is able to actually take his natural.
Yeah, is that a cyber? I feel like this was a cyber scout. Like, that was really late. Wait a minute, is that wall looks weird?
The wall is a wall. It does look a little bit.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it looks weird next to the cyber. It looks like a Zergling can fit through that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, on Death Aura, of course, you only need 2 buildings to wall off. 2 buildings and a unit, so you can be a little bit more greedy if you're a player like Astrea, and we see, oh man, already Stargate's on the way.
Yo, but Cham's got his overlord placed at the perfect spot.
Oh, perfect.
Just to be able to see it, you know?
Dives in, immediately going to see the Stargate.
Yo, is he gonna like peek and leave, or nah? He's going for it. Oh, he's just smart, parking the overlord there just to make sure it doesn't get canceled, right? So only pro players do that, and probably sees that it's a void ray.
Yeah, he sees that it is going to be a void ray first coming out here for Astrea, and we'll see what Cham is going to do this game. Is he going to go for already like he's not going for a fast lair, which I do like. I do like that he's switching things up here.
Do you think he only goes fast lair against players he thinks he's better against?
Yes.
Okay.
From what we've seen so far, like he
right, like,
yeah.
Like, no offense, T-Ball, you know, played good games, but like I don't think Cham thinks you're there yet. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's something that he just hasn't done here. So we'll see what his response is going to be. We'll see if he goes for another Hydra-based timing.
He's just Cham is just like, you know, scouting around with his Zerglings. Does see the third that went down, you know, so either Cham goes really aggressive, which knowing Cham probably would do, but he's just making drones, right? So playing the bit more passive game, putting down the spores, being safe, making sure he has saturated all his bases.
Yeah, I mean, what I will say
hate
that's I mean, what I will say that's a little bit concerning, as we do see Astrea is attempting to deal some harassing damage here on both ends with his Stargate base units, is that on Death Aura, it is so much easier to defend on 3 bases and get 4 bases up and running. Like, it's honestly kind of scary to break this position if you're a Zerg player. That's why I'm curious as to what Cham is going to go for. Oh god, loses the gas.
Gas down already. That's actually kind of huge because it's only on 2 gases.
Yeah.
Was about to be on 2 gases. Like, hasn't even saturated the other gases quite yet. Last game he was already on he was already getting like 4 gases, right? When his initial best extractor got killed. So it's gonna be a little lagging on the gas resources, but not too crazy.
Yeah, and it does hurt him, especially because he is going for like another Hydra-based composition. Like, you need your gases for not just your your tech structures, but your upgrades as well, and all of your units. So it does set him back a little bit. It is a little bit annoying. Meanwhile, once again, this is very reminiscent to the previous game. We have Astrea focusing on this more charge lot-based composition to be reinforced by Archons.
I think he's gonna do another Archon drop.
Drops, maybe. We'll see. I mean, there's still no War Prism, I don't think. So
yeah, no War Prism. Templars haven't. Oh, here comes the Templars.
Here come the Templars. So, oh no, there it is. There's War Prism.
There is War Prism.
I gotta learn to use the units button, man. I don't do it.
Both of us, You're the one who's observing. I should be checking.
True.
As we just sit here waiting for that War Prism to move,
Yeah, this is the thing. Cham, he's trying to shark around with his things, but again, there's a solid wall here essentially. What are you gonna do against this with just Lings? You need something like Bane drops or something, which I wouldn't be opposed to seeing.
What?
Oh god.
I was not expecting that. I'm not gonna lie.
God, this is a problem. Cham, his Lings are across the map. He doesn't really have a buffer for his Hydras.
Dude, the warp gate the warp gate cooldown is gonna finish literally right now. Second warp is happening.
There it is. More
it's
zealots.
A sentry. It's a sentry.
He's walled off and he's gonna kill the Hydrogen.
Oh no, dude. That is so. Dude, if he just right clicks the layer, he kills the layer, right? There's no way he just.
Instead, he's opting to go for the Bailey Nest. It looks like these zealots here are going to be cleaned up, but at the same time, there are Archons at the 3rd base. There's an opportunity if Australia wishes to warp in once again.
Dude, he just upgraded bailing speed. It just finished right as the bailing died. Oh. So lucky. Cham lucked out on that, man. He stuck it.
Oh, forces a recall though, and there are a couple of exposed High Templar here. Storm is about to finish up in 10 seconds.
Does he have enough energy? It looks like enough energy for maybe 2-3 storms.
Yeah, he's slowly gathering that energy. The Lings, though, they're looking to pounce on these High Templar.
Cancels the 4th Nexus. I mean, it's somewhat of a win, I guess.
Yeah.
But Storms on the Hydras and the Lings. Oh. But that's all for the Storms, and but Zealots are good.
Mate, Cham sat in those Storms. He bathed in it. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but now every single Hydra is gonna go down. My god.
Cham, learn to split, my guy.
yeah, he was spread nicely, but the Storms landed, and he's like, "What? I'ma just take it." Oh,
these aren't Marines.
Jesus Christ. To be fair, a lot of the Hydras did survive the storm, but the problem is that the charge zealots, they just cleaned everything up.
Yeah, all the Charizards had to do were just sneeze on those Hydras, and Charizards don't even have noses. Like, come on now. Dropper Lords, though.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to set up bailing drops, which I appreciate, but at this stage of the game, like, more Zealots are being warped in. Like, Cham is going to be split apart. Like, he can't defend at every place at once.
No, Charizards coming in left and right. The Banelings are at the main. They had to clean up those charge slots, but you know, I don't think Cham has enough units to be able to clean all of this up. Like,
yeah, it's too much. Like, Queens go down here at the third. There was all that was going on here in the main base, and as a result, the fourth ended up going down.
dang, he still had to sell it alive.
Yeah. Oh god, it took a long time to clean that up, and Astrea's economy has just been unhindered. Like, he's up to 4 Nexuses, he's ahead in up to 80 probes. He's done for probes for now. Like, he doesn't need to make any more workers. He can just focus everything he has on his army.
Yo, Dropper Lords ready to go. Let's get it. Where are they going?
Okay, are they gonna get across the map before the game ends?
I mean, I don't even think they're gonna be able to drop.
Oh god. They got spotted by the Zealots.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh god.
He's sending his army to that direction, man.
Astrea knows, he's aware.
Oh, let's see how many more storms Cham is gonna eat. Banelings all splashing on top of the Archons. Another storm hitting on a few Hydras. Not too bad. But there's just no damage on these units, like.
Not at all.
I saw those Zealots.
Yeah, there's a lot of Zealots being set up for a massive run by. Meanwhile, Cham is trading decently well here. He is pushing away. Like, a lot of the Zealots were cleaned up.
Because all the Zealots are on the other side of the map, like.
Exactly. The Zealots are going to be able to deny this 4th base, kill it once again. Meanwhile, the Overlords...
Drop Lord? Drop Lord?
Oh my god. Drop!
Oh, they weren't all Banelings. They were all Banelings for some reason.
There was one random Hydra in there as well, but...
GG.
And Astrea takes the lead.
Match point, Light. We're on match point.
Match point. Ay. That was a rough game for Cham. He struggled a lot to deal damage. Meanwhile, he struggled a lot to keep up and defend as well. As Astrea was just kind of having his way with him there. But again, Cham was able to take game 2, so he can bring this back, bring this to the ace match. It is well within his capabilities.
Is this where he brings out, wait, Jack? Oh, that's Bly. I was like, Jack, nothing again? Hello? Is this where, he's going to bring out Swarm Hosts?
Oh, we shall see.
Or do you think he's going to get even more aggressive? Go pull first.
Is he going to go for the Queen drops? Will
Astrea go Stargate opener?
On Pillars of Gold, why not, right? Like, right now, Astrea can kind of do whatever he wants. Yeah, we haven't really seen him commit too much to Void Rays. He has been favoring this kind of Charged Archon style a little bit more. It's something that Trap does quite often as well, so yeah, he has found success with it, and it feels like Cham is struggling here. I want him to be aggressive. I want him to just throw caution to the wind and just go for something crazy.
What is something crazy though?
Nidus.
Pillars of Gold?
It's crazy.
Nidus Queens.
Maybe. I was gonna say like maybe a fast Spire, but he already tried that. I almost forgot. That was game 1. Game 1 was in Cham.
It was.
Yeah.
All right, we have our blue Zerg player on Pillars of Gold, down one game, playing for Team Exxon. It is Cham.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the American Protoss player, the Orange Protoss, representing Team Alpha X. It is Astrea. Also, as I kind of like mess with the name, I just realized that Astrea is star in Spanish.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, yeah. There you go.
Is that why he plays Protoss?
Maybe because he wants to be a star. So we have a hatch gas pool coming out here for Cham. Nothing.
Just letting you sit in that one. Gotta let you just drown there, you know.
The turns of tables. Oh god.
The tables have turned.
So yes, everything's pretty normal so far for Cham. I don't know. From what I've seen, I'm not too fond of Cham going Ling Bane Hydra. I say that like he won a game off of it, so I can't knock it too much, but I don't know. It feels difficult to pull off. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's just you.
Maybe. We'll see.
To be fair, like throughout each games when he's going like Ling Bane Hydra, it's always like he's just fighting the army, right? He's not really doing much harassment. Like he tried like towards the end of the last game where he's like Baneling dropping, or attempting to Baneling drop, right? But it's like majority of fights are just like his army crashing into his opponent's army, which I would say against someone like who's like not as like who doesn't have their skills as sharp, it might be fine. Because their macro might slip a little, but Astrea's macro has just been on. He just has enough army, and he has like the right upgrades and units to fight Cham's army and like either trade pretty well or come out on top, right?
Yeah, definitely. So Cham, I guess he has to like switch up the way he's approaching this series overall, but I don't know if it's possible to do so. But I like this. This is what I wanted from Cham. Cham, he's going back to his roots. Go to fast lair.
Maybe Cham's changing his mind. his mindset. He's like, nah, this guy's garbage. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's get down. Let's get dirty. And I love it because we're gonna have Glaive Adepts up against his fast lair build from Cham. Okay,
this is not surprising, right? Like he's defended this, right? Going fast lair before.
Kind of. If you recall, the last time we saw Cham go up against Glaives when he went for fast lair, it was only 3 gates. Like it wasn't like an overcommitment to gateways, and then his opponent went straight into disruptors, right?
Right.
This time, Astrea is committing a little bit more with 4 gateways.
Did Cham see the 4 extra gateways?
Cham has no. He's seen 2 gates in a Twilight Council. Yeah. Hey. All right, we'll see. I mean, the roaches are slowly coming out. Creep is being spread to connect the bases.
Oh, I'm just worried about the main and the natural right now. They're still not connected.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like much. It's a small gap, but oh god, the roaches went the wrong way.
Oh god, the roaches are off creep.
Okay, like doesn't finish this shade, but lost 3 drones, and I'm sure Cham knows that there are more gateways than previous, seeing how many adepts there are. More adepts being warped in the main. Getting more drones.
This is already a lot of damage. This
is a lot of damage.
Oh god, 9 drones going down. That's already worth it for Astrea, and we'll see if he's going to commit with this. We'll see if he starts to transition out of this.
He's making stalkers.
Oh my god. He takes out the Overlord.
All the adepts have gathered up, like they're going for it.
They're going towards that third base location. Cham is attempting to split up his roaches, and he does have a handful here over the right hand side, but there aren't that many.
Damage is done, like.
Yeah, the big
I don't know.
I mean, the Cham, he's still like equal in work as. Oh god, the adepts, they complete the shade. There's nothing here. More drones are going down.
This is 2 adepts killing off 5 drones.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
It's too much.
More stalkers. Cham's just getting pulled apart.
Yeah, he can't keep up with everything that's going on. And on top of this, like behind this, we have Immortals on the way. The Immortal Sentry push is going to be the nail in the coffin if Astrea even needs to go for it, because he's even going for a 3rd Nexus. Like, he's doing whatever he wants.
Man, I guess Cham can like try to be aggressive and try to push out, but he just doesn't have the armor for it, I feel like. And he's just gotta like sack whatever's at home and just go for it.
Yeah, he's going for it. The problem is that like he doesn't have any Ravagers. If he's not careful, he's gonna get like cut in half with the force fields.
There's 2 Immortals. It's a lot of Immortals.
Yeah, that is a lot of Immortals, and there's no Ravagers. They're only just being morphed in.
Oh no, is he gonna buy enough time for this?
Oh, so far so good.
Cancels the 3rd. War Prism's going back home.
Okay. Cham, he's keeping up with his opponent, containing him to 2 bases.
But does he have the army to fight this?
I don't.
He's baiting out force fields, which isn't bad, right? But looks like Cham is trying to force the fight.
I mean, Astrea is just dancing right now. He doesn't even care, because he's got adepts across the map. He's like, I'm just gonna destroy your economy, and he forces Cham to go back home.
Oh no. And the recall. He just has to bait. Cham's just getting baited into all these fights.
Yeah. Cham, he was baited to go all the way back home, and now, like, what? He has half his army here across the map. Like, it's going to be detrimental if he loses his roaches. He has to be so careful. And as all this is happening, more and more Immortals. There was a time where there was, like, what, 1, 2 Immortals? Now there's 5? About to be 6? Oh, my God.
Run by's kind of cute. That's a lot of adepts going against these roaches. Doesn't get the cancel for that Nexus though, and Cham is trying to buy time for himself to build an army, but there's no brakes on this army. Like,
nope,
it's full gas, W key only. You know?
Oh god, that's it. Look at how massive this is. This is terrifying for Astrea. Like, how can Cham really compete with this? I mean, maybe if he gets the juiciest baneling connections, but like there are force fields.
Oh man, what is this, parting? Hello? All the banelings just got used up on the adepts.
Yeah.
Good split,
but mate, the big immortal energy is here for Astrea. He's just pushing on forward on top of all of these roaches and Ravagers. Everything goes down.
GG. Damn. Way to go, Astrea.
GG Astrea with the 3-1 victory over Cham. Does mean that he advances to the grand finals.